As Western fans, we don't have many options on TV. However, the ones we have are usually thriving in terms of quality, making it difficult for us to pick which one is the better show and which one deserves to be on the top of our wall of fame. For instance, Justified and Yellowstone are both popular Western television shows that have garnered significant fan followings in recent years. While the two shows are quite different in terms of their scenarios and concepts, there are some similarities between them in terms of their acting and audience reception. So it's a challenge to compare them, as we often find it difficult to pick one over the other. Perhaps the problem is we get attached to these shows too deeply to be objective. Or perhaps both of these shows deserve praise for their quality, and thus it's not easy to pick sides. In today's video, we are determined to come up with an answer to the everlasting comparison between Yellowstone and Justified, finalizing which one is better than the other. Do you have an idea about the issue already? Well then pause the video right now, write down your answer in the comments section, and then come back to see if we are on the same page or not. Justified is a Western crime drama set in rural Kentucky, which follows the story of U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens as he attempts to bring down local criminals and keep his hometown safe. Yellowstone, on the other hand, is a modern Western set in Montana, which focuses on the Dutton family and their efforts to protect their ranch from various threats, both internal and external. While the two shows have different scenarios and settings, they share a similar emphasis on themes of justice, family, and loyalty. Both shows also feature strong, charismatic lead characters who are willing to do whatever it takes to protect those they care about. The most important similarity between Justified and Yellowstone is perhaps that both shows can be considered modern Westerns. Now, you may argue that Justified's setting doesn't fit the concept of the Western, nor its story. However, the show still draws on many classic Western tropes, such as the lone gunslinger taking on the bad guys and the importance of honor and justice. Similarly, Yellowstone is set in modern-day Montana, but it also incorporates many Western elements, such as the rugged, beautiful landscapes, a struggle between ranchers and developers, and the emphasis on family and tradition. Both shows use their Western atmosphere as a backdrop for exploring larger themes and issues, such as the changing nature of the American West, the tension between rural and urban lifestyles, and the struggle to preserve a way of life that's increasingly under threat. And let's be honest, there are not many shows out there that embrace such a thought-provoking stance on real-life topics with an engaging fictional scenario. Besides, both Justified and Yellowstone are known for their excellent acting performances. For instance, Timothy Olyphant's portrayal of Raylan Givens in Justified has been praised for its intensity and complexity, while Kevin Costner's performance as John Dutton in Yellowstone has been described as a masterclass in understated, yet powerful acting. Of course, both actors have been already praised for their other performances in the Western genre, so it's not a surprise to see them succeeding in these particular projects as well. Still, in our opinion, casting can either make or break a show, and thus, we applaud the showrunners for their casting choices. Not only the lead actors, but also the supporting actors justify this praise in both shows. In Justified, we can give the example of Walton Goggins, who is starring as the show's quintessential villain Boyd Crowder and is seen as an icon for his performance. Similarly, Kelly Riley as Beth Dutton in Yellowstone is a true modern-day femme fatale with a lot of depth and nuance. In fact, almost all of the supporting characters in both shows have fan bases as much as the leading characters, which shows how good the actors are at delivering their parts. To be frank, both Justified and Yellowstone have been well received by audiences in general, with each show developing a loyal fan base over the course of its run. Justified was critically acclaimed for its strong writing, well-developed characters, and clever use of humor, while Yellowstone has been praised for its stunning visuals, intense drama, and compelling storylines. As fans of both shows, we can see why people can't help but fall in love with the two. However, we can claim at this point that Yellowstone has somewhat of a more dedicated, stronger fan base. Yellowstone fans are more active online, and they are always ready to defend their beloved shows at all times. Justified fans are relatively more silent, experiencing their love and care for the show inside. Another key difference between the two shows is their approach to violence. It's not like one is vanilla and the other one is hardcore. On the contrary, both are highly violent shows with some disturbing scenes. Justified is known for its gritty, realistic portrayal of violence, while Yellowstone has been criticized by some for its excessive use of violence and brutality. So there's a stylistic difference between the two, which also creates a tonal difference as well. While we appreciate both, we feel like Yellowstone stands out a bit more, simply because it doesn't afraid to cross borders and exaggerate reality for the sake of good TV. We are already living in reality, and thus we expect a TV series to do more, just like Yellowstone does. Overall, we feel like Yellowstone is a better show than Justified. It's fresher, more modern, more violent, and more fun. Do you agree with us? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.